Well, good afternoon from Otter Tail Lake. Out here for, let's see, I guess I think I can probably call it a mid-October sale. Just down helping my friend Tom pull a couple dock sections out. So a little, had to get my land legs back for a minute, and I'm just cruising by Balmoral. Lots of geese down here. Water levels dropped pretty fast. See at Otter Tail Beach, they got all their docks in and one lone fishing boat. But it's a beautiful wind for a fall sail. Not too windy. It could be a little warmer, but it's not too bad, and the sun is out bright. So I'm not going to complain about that. I probably would have stayed and helped Tom a bit longer, but she got company coming somewhere around 5, and Karen's off watching a football game where her niece's kids are playing. So she's in Fergus, so I figure I should probably be at home when our guests arrive. So I'm headed back home here now. It's not exactly a sunset sail, but it's we got the sun on the water here, getting going earlier and earlier every night. Not looking forward to the day when daylight savings time kicks in. That's definitely going to be an eye-opener. But I think I'll be able to just cruise along the shore here and make it home in one pack. So that'll be good. Should be able to be back home by 5 with any luck. But yeah, not too many, a few docks that are kind of partially in, keeping them off the grass, I guess. But along here, I'm seeing nothing but sandy beach, and like I say, just a couple docks here after Otter Tail Beach that are just, like I say, staying off the grass, but they're partially pulled up. But we've had a pretty nice fall. Even now, the water has stayed so incredibly warm that it hasn't been too miserable working on lifts. A little wavy at Tom's today. I got my youngest son Brody was here last weekend, and we ended up getting the rest of the docks out, and all but one boat lift. So I'm pretty much pulled in out of the water too, other than stuff that's going to be in for another month or so yet. This sailboat will probably hang out in a lift until it starts getting some ice around it, which may not be that long, but I think it will be because the water temperature is so high. Even if air temperatures drop down, it's going to take a while to cool down the big body of water known as Otter Tail Lake. So we got, let's see here, flip the camera around. Sailing attire for the day, you got to have a hood on, and a cool breeze in your ears otherwise, but the sun sure is nice and bright. And don't always wear a life jacket, just always have one along at least, but this time of year I like to wear a life jacket, especially when I'm donning light fair waders, but I'm not really planning on anything too exciting as far as any unexpected swimming, so that'll be good. Karen, she made it to Zorbas today without me. She met a friend over there for dinner, and then she had some things going on in Fergus, so she was going in there and then going to catch the football game. So I've been kind of doing my own thing all afternoon. Run to town, take some recycling in, and make a couple stops, supply stops. So got that done, and I came home and thought it was way too nice a wind not to go sailing. So made the quick decision to jump out and go for a sail. This time of year, sometimes there's no wind, sometimes it's too windy, sometimes it's too darn cold, but it's a perfect wind today for sailing, so I'm definitely happy to be out here. Let's see, I'll flip this back around for another minute or two, and then probably pay attention to make sure I'm sailing the right direction to get home at a reasonable time. I'm going to have to head straight home. I'm down to my last can of sailboat fuel back here, but I think it'll be plenty to get me home because it's not going to take long. Making pretty good time right along the shoreline here. Got a nice direction to the wind. Big north winds I'm really not a fan of anymore as I get older, but light north wind is awful nice to sail. It's easy in and out, and kind of enjoy doing a shoreline cruise like I typically do in a speedboat. You can't do that too often on the sailboat. And I could be a little closer to shore, but it gets to be a lot of shallow water now, and then I'm bumping my rudders up and stuff. So I did come out into the lake a little ways tonight. So, well, we'll see what the next couple of weeks between now and November bring. I'm sure there'll be a few nice days. We're going to have grandkids here over MEA, so I'll have to find some project to keep them busy, whether there'll be lake involved or four-wheeler involved. We'll figure that out. We can always find something to do. I got some work projects. They're getting old enough I can get a little work out of them when they're here too, hopefully. All right, I am going to put the phone away so I can enjoy a little more sailboat fuel and a quick ride home. So long from Otter Tail Lake. Beautiful day, looking out over the lake, nice and blue. Colors on the trees have not been impressive this year. We just haven't had enough weather. And a lot of leaves still on the trees. Kind of hard to tell from this far out, but take my word for it. A lot of green showing yet. The last couple of days we had some color. It'll come in a week or so. All right, so long from Otter Tail Lake. Hope you're enjoying the day. Happy Monday.